are you? I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Lou, or Lucifer, as my friends like to call me. By my friends, I mean my ever-growing army of demons.
I'm burned.
Yeah, we both are. This is Gareth, he's fun. It's day 2 of download.
Not as fun as CrossFit.
Not as fun as CrossFit. Oh my god, they were crazy yesterday. We are on day 2 of download. We are burned, we are tired. The traffic situation coming out was a joke last night.
Apparently that was due to a really bad traffic accident. They had like 6 ambulances there.
We do not know the facts. We were not there.
Hopefully it's better today.
Hopefully it's better today because we were in the queue for like an hour.
Yeah.
Getting out. I managed to edit most of the day 1 vlog, which is hilarious. But today we're going to see Zetra, Funeral Portrait, Shine Down and Sleep Token.
Hopefully we won a prize from Sleep Token.
Hopefully, because they've put up a competition. But we will be waiting. It will be a lot of waiting around again, camping out at certain stages. So yesterday was a lot more kind of free flowing, whereas today we're doing more of the camping outside of it. And then tomorrow we've hardly got anything, so again it'll be a lot more free flowing. So I'm kind of going to show you a few different bits and pieces of download. Disabled access yesterday, really cannot complain. It was brilliant, absolutely fine. Everybody was really helpful, really good fun. Like I said, you know, that's our experience. We can't say it for everybody. That's unfair. You know, some people might have had a terrible experience, and that's valid. That's absolutely valid. But hot tip for download, go.
If you are a pick-me girl and you can't handle the alcohol, just don't.
Amen.
Because I was surrounded by a lot of them at Green Day.
They were very good though.
Oh, they were very
Not
good.
the Pick Me Girls, the Green Day.
The Green Day.
The Green Day. It's going to be interesting to see what the Sleep Token crowd is like, because some of them are crazy.
I can't imagine any moshing or crowd surfing.
Oh no, I fully can. I absolutely
I thought you were going to say,
can.
oh yeah, I will be moshing.
I'll get me in that pit. I can imagine. I think it's going to go nuts.
Yeah.
But that's me personally. We shall see though. We shall see. So, we hope you have a horrible time in the best possible way. Let's do it. Everybody get out of our wedding venue! Get out! Oh, we're gonna get married at download. Very excited. Ah yes, the breakfast of champions. Jesus. It's so quiet, but we are camping out. So this one decided we needed to get here early because he's the planner in the relationship.
What, even the wedding planner?
I am not. I am far from. Which is weird because usually it's the other way around. But I just turn up for the vibes and hope for the best.
At least though, with us waiting up there, we can just chill.
This is true. And also we can use the portaloos before anybody else has used them.
TARDIS,
which is,
as I call it.
which is fantastic. I'm done now. We're going home.
Zetra.
Zetra.
got something to give them.
And funeral portrait, yes, very excited. I always thought that was a lovely bit of shade to go through, but unfortunately this one doesn't drink and the alcohol is expensive. One day I'll definitely indulge, but they got the duck hut, churros and coffee, burgers and fries. Might think of getting something here today, but we'll see. For now, we're going to go and see what this sleep token shindig's all about, and then we're going to go to the tent.
15 minutes later.
Alright, we did just check back with it, so apparently it's not there yet. We think it's going to go down when the prices drop at 1:30, but we'll already be in the tent with Zetra, so we're going to keep an eye on our phone. It's my turn to run this time, mother trucker. Oh, she's knackered. Oh my god, we're here. Here for Zetra. We got this. Wow. I was in here yesterday for Avor. So interesting looking at it when it's empty. How did the mud get up there? No, we don't want to know. But the access area is literally down there. Looks pretty small, to be fair. I don't know.
We've only got 2 more songs. Show me what the fuck download is! This is Pirate Kid, thank you so
actually hold my seats. She's fun. We just watched RTO and oh my god, they were incredible. First time ever. No notes. Phenomenal. We'll be adding them to all of my playlists for all the foreseeable future. Also, I had to wash my hair yesterday and it doesn't look as good as when Sam did it because it never does, but the black's still in there. It's cute. We've got 2 more bands until Zetra. We shall persist.
Hello, everyone. He's gonna start this song. This song is called Praise No Bliss.
Okay, so fun fact for you. We actually filmed to go on this mirror. I don't know if we'll be on it this time, but our faces were on it at one point. That's fun. We're so excited for Zetra. We love them to pieces. And they do such a good show as well. It's so good to see them expanding and just getting bigger and bigger. And they deserve the success, they really do.
They deserve the world. They really do. We've seen them go from strength to strength. First time we ever saw them was Skinned. They were supporting Skinned. And Angel is my favourite song. And they know that. Give me a cheeky little look whilst they were singing it. Like, you need to release it. You need to release it soon. Come on, guys. Phenomenal show. Honestly.
Best time we've seen them.
Best time we've seen them. Best time ever. If you ever get a chance to see Zetra, please go and do it and support them because they are phenomenal.
Oh my god, guess who just won a goddamn sleep token. I've literally got to run over to the place and go and get it. Wish me luck. So they have the two houses and you need to be in a certain queue to access and get that house, but you literally need the winning email and the QR code and your evidence. Oh my gosh.
Holy shit, oh my god, I literally got one of the feather coins. This is the stand for it, but you literally had to enter into the QR code to get into the competition, otherwise it is a no-go. So they've got the 2 houses and you can collect your coins from there, but oh my god. Anybody like where to queue and what was going on, so it was all a little bit rushed. So if the footage is a little bit weird, I can only apologise. We'll talk about it properly like when we get in the car, but this is essentially like what is in the little envelope. So that's the tea. Yeah.
I was 5 and she was 6. We rode on how can I change my life when I only wanted time you could? Oh, so ugly when you cry, so deep, so the world around me is so let's do some dancing. I want to go.
portrait was one of the best things I've ever seen.
Incredible.
I'm not just saying that because I love the music. I love the music. I'm going through a real tough time at the moment, and honestly, if it wasn't for their music, I'd be in a lot worse place mental health wise.
And you told Lee and he gave you a massive hug.
A big sweaty hug.
And
we got a drumstick as well. Honestly, if there's a band that deserves to come to Download and come to England
and have their own headline tour,
it's Funeral Portrait, and that is the gospel truth.
yeah,
That is my hot take
I need to stand up.
of the series. We've been stood there, oh my god, we've been stood there for ages. We've been stood there since 10 this morning. So we're camped out essentially. We've hardly had any food. I haven't drank much water because, like, one of the problems with having endometriosis is you can have like water infection like symptoms, so you're constantly going to the toilet. So I basically just didn't drink anything. Stupid mistake, we moved. But bands like that make it worth it. Am I saying that you should camp out all the time? No, I'm not, particularly when you're in an open air stage. We were in a tent, so that was lucky. But just look after yourself, because I've spoken to a few people now and they've said, oh yeah, I camped out, I passed out but I camped out. No, you need to look after yourself, and if you get bad, you need to get yourself out of there. There's always going to be other opportunities, so just look after yourself and just think. But we're going to have a chill for a hot second, get some food, and then we're going to go and meet with our friend Liam and Becca hopefully, and then we're going to get ourselves ready for Shinedown and then for Sleep Token. We're not going to try and get to the front because people be crazy, but we will try and get as close as comfortably possible, but we'll see. Right, I ain't never had one of these before. We're the chicken wrap. This is the lemon and pepper chicken wrap, £12.50. Is it worth it? Oh my god, that slaps. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Probably should have added a sauce, but oh, that's good, man, that's good, and it's a good size as well. Hopefully I won't get food poisoning, but we'll see. This is where we're hanging out for Shinedown and Sleep Token, baby. We want to try and get the whole set this time, so you got that to look forward to. But I'm happy with this. After being so close all day, I feel like this is needed. Too much, too much. We're going to get some good shots for you, I reckon. Notice how you don't put the Spirit jersey on. Is it perhaps because you sold out on the first day? Grumpy.
the times when you keep them down there. Cause it's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. God starts here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Cause everyone already knows it's funny you want. Can't see you better run. You got the world on its knees. You take it all into clean. You want more than one. You can have it from me. Cause I can go to be there. You all the hate that we share. You want more than one. You can have it from me. In the back, let's go. Now the only thing we ask is that you leave these stars up the whole time, just for this next song, all right? Just I can still remember me and this November rain. You've always been slightly awkward, kind of weird, upside down and not all here. What's wrong with me and you is crystal clear. Sometimes I'm in a room where I don't belong, and the house is on fire and there's no alone, and the walls are melting too. How about you? Down here on planet zero, they sweep that devil home. No words, no truth, no educate. There's no signs of love so far.
Big into conspiracy theories, but this is ridiculous. You see all of that blue sky over there, and then all that blue sky over there, and the only section is right above us that's been chucking it down with rain. Now, I'm not saying that Walt Disney can control the weather, however, I am, and he's doing it from his grave, and it's impacting downloads, so if you could stop, that'd be phenomenal. I'm getting ready for the sleep token. This is where we're at. Pretty good.
and sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Friday, covered in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Wrapped up into crawlers, bitter in the lens. So stick to me like caramel. Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well. Running right to you. I'm gonna look through red and the blue. Something you say or something you do that says I'll love you. Missed calls and some phones from people I just can't trust. Oh my God's eyes like fire. Take to a funeral pyre. Drop now right through these wires. I will put you down on the God's grows higher. Wasted my patient hands and both hands are about the way higher.
Guys, I can't believe it. I'm in one of the bogs and I found one. I found one of the S-House logs. Oh my gosh, I'll take a photo of it so you can actually read it, but I can't believe I found one. This is such a good day. Oh my god. Look at how much crap there is everywhere. Tomorrow is going to be far more chilled for us. We're going to have more of a vendor day tomorrow. How many bands have we got tomorrow?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, so we have got a pretty busy day tomorrow then.
Yeah, but the last 3 are all one after the other.
Right, and we're not trying to get to the front for many of them. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a boy. We went on this. What year was it?
2023.
We went on this in 2023 and I was terrified. You want to see that vlog? I'll pop it around here somewhere. Yeah, it's ever so expensive. We'll go on it again one day, but
10 quid a pop.
10 quid a pop. Also, does anybody remember the zip line that went across the field? And I'm pretty sure they stopped it because people kept throwing like bottles and stuff at the people that were on the zip line. I just want to know if anybody remembers that. Like, pop it down in the comments below because that was really unhinged.
I've seen videos of it.
It was really funny. It's horrible to say, but it was really funny, and I just want to know if anybody remembers that.
You have on the internet for me today.
We're back in the car.
Back in the office.
One of my favourite things that has happened today is in the middle of Sleep Token, out of nowhere, Gareth turns around, say his name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. And about 7 or 8 other people
joined in
and laughed and clapped along.
Because we're all fed up of unsavoury Sleep Token fans.
Okay, so here's the tea. For the most part, we had an amazing time in Sleep Token. We tapped out after Love You Want because one, we were just so exhausted. Like, we have had the busiest day ever. But like camping out and stuff like that is
it rough. Takes a toll.
It's not easy. It's really not easy.
We could sit down at that stage.
And the thing is as well, because I'm really sick.
Yeah. It hits you hard.
It's just not good. It's really not good. Like, I'll go more into detail about like what I'm sick with in another video. That's not what this series is about. But when you've got these little pick-me girls trying, so there was a mosh pit in front of us, which was fine. Like, everybody kind of went in, which was great. She then decided she wanted to make a mosh pit of her own, and people all around her were like, no, we don't want to do that, and she just was not getting the memo at all. If people are not having a good time with what you're doing, stop, please, I beg. Otherwise, you're going to get an elbow in the face.
That's the thing. You get loads of bands like Shinedown and Slipknot look out for each other. I've been thinking about this today. Like, the metal community can be the greatest in the world.
We've seen the spectrum of the greatest and the worst today.
Yeah, it can be the greatest in the world, but it also can be the worst at times.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to entitlement and...
Agreed.
People who can't handle their alcohol, people who think that they are number one. Like, my thing is, I don't mind people getting on shoulders, but don't make it about you. I saw so many people like that in Sleep Token. One of them on shoulders in a mosh pit. That is dangerous.
She went down. She went down.
I think the person whose shoulders were on was probably at least 6 foot, and then her height on top of that, from like hips to head, you're looking at probably 8-9 feet.
Luckily they stopped so she could get back up again.
Yeah.
But by the by, Sleep Token were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sleep Token were
The band were amazing.
amazing. We saw them when they last came to Download, and
Yes.
they were honestly next to none. Their performance was brilliant, awesome.
We were at the barrier as well.
Yeah.
It was so nice. I think it was nice because I've been saying this to you today that we saw them before their meteoric rise.
Yeah.
They were slowly climbing, but then I think they hit a point. I think, I can't remember what album it was. I think it was actually Take Me Back to Eden.
I'll tell you what it is. Book Talk would
That's
Take Me
right.
Back to Eden, and The Summoning. Was it The Summoning? Oh my love.
Yes.
Yeah. Book Talk. That's the one. That's what happened. And then Baldur's Gate with the Starion. Also
Yeah.
The Summoning. Thirsty, thirsty people.
You nerds.
Yeah, are you guilty? But positives. Funeral Portrait. Oh my god. Like I said, they belong here. They were phenomenal, next to none. One of the best shows I've seen ever at Download.
Yeah. And
Ever.
even though they were on for half an hour.
They made that half an hour worth it,
Yeah.
and they were phenomenal. And everyone was so friendly as well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people who were waiting. I mean, all day in the Dogtooth.
We met so many people. We saw an engagement right next to us.
Yeah, we did. Congratulations! Oh my gosh.
During Lestel.
Yes, it was amazing. I really hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. They were so nice, they were so lovely, but every single person we spoke to and every single person we kind of hung out with was lovely. Really, really nice. So when I say we've seen the spectrum of
So just going back onto entitled people.
oh yeah,
there's some people not letting other drivers out.
yeah,
I don't know.
just nobody letting people out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, everybody just wants to get home. Like,
Yeah.
just don't be rude.
You're gonna get out there. It's moving better tonight than yesterday. There was
Yeah.
a road traffic collision, literally outside the site yesterday.
Yeah. But we will do a full debrief about Download in general when we get back home.
Yes.
And just do like a whole debrief about the
After we've slept. and
yeah,
had
after we slept
had
and
baths.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the one positive, like with being sick, I can go home and
Yeah.
I can rejuvenate and I can sleep in a proper bed. But we do miss RIP ever so much.
Yeah.
So if you do want that to be a thing and for us to go back to RIP and for us to have a fun and whimsy time, please like, comment, subscribe. It's free for you, but it means a hell of a lot to us.
Join the Facebook group to keep an eye on our adventures.
Yeah, we have a weird little cult there and it's a great time. We love a good cult, don't we? We do.
We've joined a new one today with Funeral Portrait.
Yeah, we have Coffin Crew. Without further ado, I really hope you've enjoyed the vlog. I hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember,
Stay weird.
stay weird, and tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.